Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jamie, and this is a place for coaches, creators, and entrepreneurs that want to build rapport and that bank account through live events like retreats. Last week's video we talked about taxes for the event hosts themselves, and today I'm going to talk about taxes for your attendees. And if you've ever attended or you're considering attending meetings and conferences and seminars and retreats that are business related, a lot of the expenses can be tax deductible. So if that sounds like something that you've done or are planning to do in 2021, come along for the journey. Full disclosure, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax professional, I have no certifications. Always consult a tax professional before submitting, filing, and banking on any of these tips. If you decide to attend a retreat in North Americas, including the fun places like Costa Rica, Mexico, some things to consider or things that are definitely tax deductible. Business to pleasure still applies if you decide to tack on additional time to your business trip. Vacations are not tax deductible. We'll start with airfare. Airfare and transportation, car rentals, parking tolls to park your car at the airport, things like that are all tax deductible when you're traveling for a business inside of the US. As long as the vacation time or the personal time doesn't exceed that 25%, then you can reasonably attach or completely deduct all of your transportation costs. Your ticket costs can also be tax deducted up to 100% if you can provide that this retreat or meeting is completely for business. Where it gets tricky, or the deduction that is a little bit trickier, are meals and entertainment. So any kind of experiences or meals are not deductible 100%. You do get a 50% allowance for that, and then there's still standard per diems that the IRS added, I think, last year. So you are not able to deduct those 100%, and even for meals, you're capped at a certain amount. So it's way easier to just take the standard deduction for meals instead of keeping up with all of the receipts, and if this receipt or that meal went too far above or too far below. You still need to track and keep all receipts. I recommend electronically, and I also recommend in paper, just so you have it in both ways. You want to make sure that you thoroughly document this entire experience so there's no question that this was for business, and all of your expenses that you're claiming are actually deductible. If for whatever reason you spend less than a week outside of the US for foreign business, even if a little bit of that time is for personal, the whole thing can be deducted as a tax deductible expense. If for whatever reason you stay longer than a week outside the US and over 25% of your time is spent on personal vacation, so say your conference was a week and you decided to spend an additional week to travel or vacation through the area, then your deductions or expenses have to be prorated based on the amount of personal time to professional time. And that includes everything like your transportation, your flight, your lodging, car rental, your meals and expenses, which are already deducted at 50% or a cap, all of which get sliced proportionally to the amount of time of business and play. That sounds really complicated. It can be worth it if you decide to go that route. United States based meetings, and that actually includes all of North America. And the definition of North America includes obviously the continental United States, everything in like Mexico, Panama, Colombia, a whole lot of fun places that you've definitely seen retreats planned before. Really great news, because things are a lot simpler when you stick to the North Americas. If you found it helpful, be sure to smash the like button. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. If you want to hear more information like this, be sure to hit subscribe so you'll get notifications. I post every Thursday at 2 o'clock. I'll see you next week.